Welcome to the Leadership Wellness Circle podcast, a curated space for powerhouse women leaders, founders, and executives who are done choosing between their ambition and their well-being. I'm your host, Maven Myra Shaw, leadership strategist, confidence cultivator, and for over a decade, a guide helping women leaders create a better work-life integration. Whether you're tuning in between board meetings, headed to connect with family or friends, or taking that well-deserved break, this is your space and your reminder that you can lead well and live well. Ready to bust a move? Let's bam. Maven Nation, have you ever felt like you wanted to get off the treadmill of life? You want to slow down, but you're really unsure how? Let's talk about that a little bit more. The more you listen to yourself, that intuition, the stronger, the louder that voice gets. The more you are sure that's really me sharing to myself, and to be intentional, to hear it, to focus on it, and to lean into that. For me, this has been a journey. When I first started this Maven journey of my own, I really felt like I wasn't hearing my voice anymore. I had been doing great work. I was a corporate professional, moving at a fast pace, but could I say that I felt purposeful, that I was leaning into what I felt like I was created to do? I wasn't. But that was the time in my journey that it came, that it was time for me to do that. So let's share a little bit of work-life integration strategies that I use, okay? Now, for those of you that maybe are like, I don't know about this balance, this harmony, all of these things folks keep asking me to do, here's some important reasons why. I'm going to share this quote, this stat with you. Chronic stress takes a serious toll on Black women's health, leading to higher rates of cardiovascular disease, hypertension, stroke, lupus, and certain types of cancers. By the age of 45, half of Black women show signs of significant cumulative stress on their bodies, which is the wear and tear that's caused by constant, continuous stress. This number rises the older we get. So the data is showing by the age of 64, we're carrying this load at like 80%. 80%. Now, I don't know what those specific stats are for other demographics of women. This one is specific to Black women. So this is why I'm saying work-life integration for me is not just a topic to talk about. It's really important for your health's sake, for your life's sake. So here's something I want you to start with. Start with 30 seconds of being quiet. Just 30. That's where I started. I couldn't sit still for much longer than 30 seconds, 60 seconds. And all I want you to do is to just listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything but sit still and listen. Now, maybe nothing magical happens at first. Probably not. Keep doing it. Make it a part of your morning routine. Sitting still, being quiet, 30 seconds. Keep doing it and build your time, right? The more you get to sit with yourself, listen to your heart, to your intuition. I think a lot of the stress we carry is because we're looking to find out what is the thing I'm supposed to do. You will start to get clarity on those answers, right? The other part is, for me, I was looking for a quick solution, a quick answer. Okay, I'm going to sit still for 30 seconds. I'm going to get the answer, and then I'm going to be able to move on. That's not how it works. It's going to require that you keep sitting still, being quiet, and then making a decision to act on what you're hearing. Act on it. What are you going to do about what you're hearing? It's not enough just to hear it, but how are you going to execute? That, I believe, for one, will reduce some of the stress that we carry and just the worry that we have of we're not doing enough, we're not fulfilled enough. I think that's part of the pace we keep because we're seeking something. And we think if we go faster, we'll find it, we'll get it. But I'm going to give you the idea that if we slow down, that we'll start to find that answer a little bit more. One of the great turning points for me was after I had gotten laid off and really started on developing what was my business going to be all about. And I started this quiet time in the mornings as part of my morning routine. I felt like I couldn't hear anything. I was sitting there, but I felt like nothing was coming through. So I remember calling my godmother and going, I think God has stopped listening, or I've stopped hearing, one of the two, but there's definitely a disconnect on what I'm supposed to be doing. And I think I felt that because I was looking for a quick solution. I'm going to sit still, get the answer, execute it, and all's going to be great. And that's just not how it works, right? Because really, I think in that process for me, I was having to unlearn some mindsets as well. My previous career as a trader was fast-paced, on purpose, intentional, go, execute, make the trade. My conversion from being that type of work to being a leadership facilitator, a coach, a strategist really required me to slow down because now my clients are not so much looking for me to execute for them. I need to be listening to them to help them learn the skills they need to execute for themselves. So that was a huge mindset shift, and it was uncomfortable. That was the part where I was wanting the quick answers that wasn't coming. So when you start this process of building your work-life integration by starting to listen to your voice and hear yourself, know that it's not going to come quickly. It's not going to be easy, and it's going to take patience on your part to keep sitting with the process. The more you listen to your voice, the stronger that voice is going to get, and the more you're going to hear it. Be prepared that when you first start listening to yourself, you're going to need to heal from some past traumas, some past experiences. Be okay to sit through and work through those things as well. The next step in that is to start trusting again your voice. Trust what you're hearing. Maybe it's uncomfortable. Maybe you don't even know what to do with it. Maybe you don't know how to solve whatever it is you're asked to solve. Yet, I believe the answer's in you, but that quiet time, most importantly, is going to give you clarity. All right? So this is one of the reasons why I created the Leadership Wellness Circle. Not so much for us to just have a place to continue to develop, although that's part of it, but to have a safe community so that when you're hearing something, you're being challenged with what you need to do, you have a safe community of women that are going to help listen with you, support you, guide you, give you some support for all of the things you need to make that next step, the leap, whatever it is. The Leadership Wellness Circle community is what that is built for, so that we are confident that trying to do something alone, you can do it. But when you have a community of support with you, cheering you on, supporting you, helping you heal from the wounds, from the losses, when you get it wrong, sometimes it's going to be wrong. We're going to miss the mark. But how do we keep giving ourselves grace to move to the very next step? All right, Maven Nation. So the final takeaway from this episode is to start with 30 seconds. Sit with yourself. Listen to what your heart, your mind is saying to you. How can you improve, deliver on what the world needs from you? That is the best way, I feel like, to start your work-life integration, which is one of our key pillars in developing as a better leader. If you're thinking, I need this, but I don't know where to start, the Leadership Wellness Circle membership has open enrollment in October and November for women just like you, ready to stop choosing between success and their well-being. This is your invitation to finally lead well and live well. Details at leadershipwellnesscircle.com.